This time around, we are going to look at some examples of questions based on adaptation for movement and defense. Some organisms can defend themselves in different ways. So also organisms move in different ways, and we having different organs or structures for movement. So let's look at some of these questions and answer them. Example 1. Which of these statements is not true of the limbs of reptiles? A. They are weak and cannot carry the body for a long time. B. When present, they have claws. C. When present, they bear nuptial parts for copulation. And D. They are diagonally positioned to the body. It is obvious that if you have a question like this, you call to your mind the lizards, tortoises, snakes that will guide you to answer the questions. You can see that the limbs of tortoise, lizard, they are weak and they don't carry the body for a long time before they rest on the ground again. B. When they are present, they have claws. Yes, we have claws in their digits if they have limbs. C. When present, they bear nuptial pad for copulation. Well, we don't have nuptial pads in reptiles. It is only a feature found in some amphibians. So D. They are diagonally positioned to the body. If we see that the lizard's own and the tortoise's own, they are at the side of the body, diagonally positioned to the body. That's why they cannot even carry the body for a long time. Now, we have seen the answer. The answer to this question is option C, which says when the limbs are present, they bear nuptial pads. Nuptial pads are meant for copulation in amphibian, not in reptile. So we have got the answer. Option C is the answer. Question 2. The forelimbs of birds are modified for dash and the hind limbs for dash. Forelimbs means the hands, the hind limbs, the legs. Now, even though respectively is not in front of this question, we should know that the first mentioned one should be the first one we listed. For instance, option A, perching for forelimbs and flight for hind limbs. So it doesn't answer that question. B, perching for forelimbs, no, it doesn't answer the question. And of course, birds walking is not it's not a mode of locomotion attributed to birds. C, flight and landing. Flight for forelimbs, that's correct. Landing for hind limbs, it will be correct. It will be a correct answer, but this landing is questionable. We use takeoff and landing for plane. Now let's look at option D. Forelimbs for flight, that's wings, yes, and perching, yes. So the appropriate answer for this question too is option D, flight and perching. Question 3. The splitted hoofs of camel is to A, prevent sinking in the sand, B, prevent sinking in water, C, making walking on rock easy, D, be able to carry load. Option A. Let's look at camel. Camel is a desert plant, a desert animal. It's a desert animal, and in desert, you will know desert to be sandy, hot in the day, cold in the night, and a camel is an animal that is used to carry load and in the desert by people. Let's look at the options. Preventing sinking in this in the sand could be applicable to splitted hoof of a camel. Let's look at B. Prevent sinking in water. Camel is not aquatic animal, so B is out of it. Making walking on rock easy. Well, desert is not known attributed to rocky area. It's not a mountain, but there could be rocks there, but that's not the reason why you have to splitted hoofs. Splitted hoofs is to provide a light surface area. Now let's look at D. To be able to carry load. Well, splitted hoofs is not attributed to carrying loads. So the appropriate answer to question 3 is option A, to prevent sinking in the sand. Example 4. Which of these adaptive features is not for defense in fish? A. Possession of lateral lines. B. Counter shading. C. Possession of battery cells by electric fish. D. Possession of opercular. We are looking at adaptive features that is not for defense in fish. Lateral line is used to detect vibration in the water, which could signal danger. Counter shading is to avoid being detected by enemy. Battery cells by electric fish is to defend itself against a predator. Of course, the opercular is to cover the gills and used in respiration. Therefore, the one that is not for defense is option D, possession of opercular. Example 5. Which of these coloration is not for defense? A. Changing of color by chameleon. B. Black and white stripes of zebra. C. Bright colors of flowers. And D. Green color of green snake. Now, A. Chameleons change the color of his body to blend with the environment for camouflage. B. Black and white stripes of zebra is to scare the enemy. C. Bright color of flowers is to attract pollinator. D. Green color of green snake is to blend it into the green grass. Green snake under the green grass, that's what we normally say. So, the one that is not for defense is option C, bright color of flowers, which is meant to attract pollinator.